Hello guys, my name is Antos, and in this video I'm going to show you a rig for the URSA Mini camera. This will work with both the 4K and 4.6K version of the camera, since both of those cameras have identical body, basically size, build and weight. Now, I've actually had a chance to use 4 different rigs for these cameras, so if you're interested in taking a look at the video reviews for some of the other rigs, so you can kind of compare them, then the links will be provided in the description of this video, or as always, you can go to my website at tomantosfilms.com. So here, let me just quickly show you the kind of different rigs that I have. I have one from BlackMagic, which is the simplest, sort of the original one that came out. I have another one from KTV, which is very similar to the one from BlackMagic. I have another one from LanParte, which is the biggest, the most complicated one, the most expensive, but also the one with the most features. And then I also have another one from KTV, which is actually the smallest and the simplest rig out of all of these. So if you're deciding to get a rig for your URSA Mini cameras, then I would just say watch all the different videos that I did, and this way you can kind of compare and pick the best choice for you. So here's the rig that I want to show you guys in this video, and out of all the different rigs that I've tried for the URSA Mini cameras, this is the smallest and the lightest out of all of them. So if you want something that's very small factor and that's not going to add a lot to the overall weight of the camera, then this might be something that you might be interested in. Some of the parts that it comes with is the top handle, which looks like this. It comes basically with this base plate like this, and it has like this other kind of a plate that attaches to your tripod and allows you to move the camera back and forth. Also comes with the Allen key, to Allen screws, attachments. Comes with this little shoulder pad. It's basically like this foam. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't know how long it's gonna last. There's nothing really, no backing around it. It's literally just foam, but it's very dense, seems sturdy foam. And this you just attach here basically to somewhere to the bottom of this plate. So that means that you can have this attached, let's say, to your tripod, to your tripod base plate, but because this thing is so long, in the back here you can attach this thing, and it should be basically out of your way. And the last thing that you get is this extension arm for the side grip that comes with the camera. So instead of having it on the side of the camera here, you can basically move it forward. So anyways, let me put the camera on here and kind of show you how this whole rig looks. So the first thing I'm going to attach is this sort of a base plate to the bottom of the camera. Once you have that in place, next thing you can do is you can attach, obviously this thing, which is this will be actually the part that's going to be attaching to your quick release plate for your tripod. But like I said, you kind of just slide this into here, and now basically you can have this. You can have the camera on there. Next thing we'll attach is this little foam shoulder pad. And I usually just like to put it all the way here in the back, so that, let's say if I do attach the quick release plate for my base plate of the tripod, let's say, then I like to have that here in the foreground, so kind of this doesn't get in the way. Now we can attach the extension arm here for the side grip. So I'm just going to attach it here. Basically, the base for the camera comes with the Airy style dove attachment here. So I'm going to attach the extension arm to here. Now I can attach the side grip here. And now I'm going to attach the top handle. So I just attach that like this, and they give you the Allen key. So you kind of go in there and really tighten it. And there it is. That's essentially the whole rig now. So as you can see, it doesn't add that much to the overall size. It gives you a shoulder pad. Like I said, it gives you the attachments here, so you can move the grip, let's say, forward with the little extension arm. Definitely makes it, so it's a lot easier to work with the camera over on your shoulder if you want to do sort of handheld work. Now, cool thing is you also get here attachments for 15mm rods. Now the kit itself, the rig, does not come with the rods, so you have to buy those separately. Let's say you already own the rods, you can just put it in here. And one thing I like about this rig is that it comes here with basically this little knob that you can tighten this, and with this you basically tighten both of the rods at the same time. So now the rods are there in place. So let's say, you know, if you want, I can add other accessories here, let's say like a follow focus or matte box. So as you can see with this rig, you can definitely build up the camera. You know, if you want to attach, like I said, you know, accessories here to the top, you can do that too, because you have extra attachments now, like 1/4 inch and 3/8 of an inch, basically tapped holes. You also have a cold tube mount adapter, so you can attach a microphone or things like that. It comes, you know, with the attachment for the rails. So once you have the rails in place, you can attach your matte box, follow focus, things like that. With the, you know, grip extension, as you can see up here, you can now wear this basically on your shoulder, kind of, you know, doing handheld work. And it's, yeah, makes the camera a lot more, you know, easier to work with in this kind of definitely, you know, handheld configuration. But even if you want to put it on a tripod, you just basically put your tripod base plate here, clip it onto your tripod, and you know, you can you know, attach all the accessories, like, you know, a matte box, which I think is kind of, you know, essential for this camera, because you're gonna need to put ND filters, because there are no ND filters, and I just like to do it you know, by putting it in the filter trays with the matte box. Also, the top handle is I think a necessity for this camera, because using the side grip is okay if you have just a basic camera, small lens, you know, small battery, but once you start attaching other things, holding it with the side grip is very uncomfortable. Also, if you want to go get kind of low angle shots but handheld, it's impossible to do it with that. Whereas with the top handle, as you can see, it's easy to transport the camera, it's easy to get kind of low angle shots, just drop your hand. And it just, yeah, it's, I think a top handle like this one is crucial. And now another cool thing that you can do up here with this top handle is, you can see up here you have an attachment, basically, or like a hole for another 15mm rod. So you can put it in here through here, you can tighten it, and you know, again, you have to get the 15mm rods, whether it's for the bottom here or the top. You have to buy those separately. Now, by attaching, you know, a rod here on the front of the top handle, you know, in this kind of position, it means that you can attach other accessories now on top of this, whether it's let's say another monitor, or you know, a viewfinder, things like that. And it just, like I said, just makes this top handle a lot more, you know, it gives it more usability. So overall, I'm really happy with this rig. I think it's you know, it does what it was designed to do very well. It's sturdy, you know, gives you a lot more functionality to the camera. And you know, like I said, it's just well thought out. Like, I like the fact that you have this one little knob here, and that allows you to move the camera on this plate here, so you can change the center of balance here. So that's a nice thing. And also another nice thing is the fact that you have, again, this one knob here that loosens both of the rods. So let's see if I want to remove the rods. Just do that. I can remove, let's say, all of my accessories here that I had. If I want to, you know, remove the handle, again, I can loosen that here, and I can remove the handle. As you can see, like this. Let's say if I don't want the bottom, basically, base plate here, again, one knob, and I can just remove this. And you end up basically with like a sort of a stripped down version of the camera. Now, you still have a little bit of height because of this, but it's not as big as some of the other rigs out there. The only thing I wish that they had done with this rig is, instead of having these kind of basically screws that need, you know, Allen keys to remove these, it would be nice if they just simply had, you know, since the screws are extruding anyways, if they had actually like little knobs that you can just turn with your hand, because then that would mean that just by hand I could, you know, loosen these screws, and I could take off the handle if, let's say, I really want the camera to be smaller, so that, let's say, I can fit it on a gimbal or something like that. That would be the only thing, because the way it is right now, you have to have the Allen key with you so that you can get to here and you can loosen these screws. Now, one quick fix for that is you can go to your local hardware store and just find basically 1/4 inch 20 screws, that instead of having the Allen keys, you know, that they actually have a handle here on the top. So you could do that yourself. But yeah, otherwise, great little rig. Like I said, adds a lot of functionality to an already great camera, whether it's the 4K or 4.6K URSA Mini. So if you guys are interested in finding out more about this rig, where you can get it, best prices, all that stuff, as well as all the accessories for, let's say, the matte packs, follow focus, and things like that. Then, as always, you can check the links in the description of this video or go to my website at tomantosfilms.com. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that I have a newsletter now on my website, so if you're there, very quick, just subscribe to it. And for those of you who have subscribed, I know some of you were sending me messages saying that you weren't able to find the email. Just check your spam folder once you subscribe, or your promotions or whatever you're using Gmail, and go in there and you got to confirm your subscription to the newsletter. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, by subscribing, you're going to stay up to date with the projects that I'm working on, little camera tests that I'm doing, or some cool gear reviews or things like that, or some interesting filmmaking tutorials. So you'll also sometimes get first-hand, basically, you know, access or early access, I should say, to some of those videos, as well as some cool giveaways that I do through my newsletter. So if you want to stay in touch and, like I said, be notified of all those cool things that are happening on my website, and once again, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.